Welcome to Whatever Happened to Pizza at McDonald's, the investigative journalism program where I ask the question, Whatever happened to the pizza at McDonald's? I'm your host, Brian Thompson. There is some metaphorically breaking, literal news to discuss on this week's program. But first, an update on my GoFundMe fundraiser, raising funds for an overnight camping expedition in a McDonald's parking lot. Despite setting a very high goal of $12 to cover the cost of bottled water and a supply of fake mustaches, my goal was reached almost instantly. Thanks to your generosity, I will soon be able to observe the goings-on at McDonald's under cover of darkness, and hopefully learn more about the measures to which the powers that be go to keep McDonald's pizza off the menu. I have chosen a location and will be embarking on my expedition soon. For security and legal reasons, I cannot reveal an exact date at this time. But I do plan to maintain some measure of live correspondence from my campsite, including a regular supply of photographs published to my Twitter and Instagram pages, as well as a live broadcast from the scene of the expedition. I shall reveal more details soon, but in the meantime, all donations in excess of my $12 funding goal will go directly to the nonprofit organization NARAL. So, if you believe in NARAL's mission, or simply would like to write off a certain amount of money on your taxes, go to gofundme.com/pizza@mcd's to continue giving. And if anyone from NARAL is listening to this program, I would like to respectfully decline any kind of thank you card. I simply do not have any more room on my refrigerator. Now to address the aforementioned breaking news.
It's an end of an era. After 40 years on the market, Klondike is discontinuing its Choco Tacos. The taco-shaped snack with vanilla ice cream, chocolate, and peanuts in a waffle cone has been a popular fixture on ice cream trucks, in stores, and it has even been sold at Taco Bell.
Yes, the Klondike Choco Taco, short for Chocolate Tacolet, has been discontinued by parent company Unilever. As is the case when any fast food item is removed from a menu, I received several correspondences about the matter from concerned listeners. Usually, I do not pay much attention to news like this. Unlike McDonald's pizza, there are many fast food items that were horrible mistakes from their very inception, and their deletion from menus is a natural and just result of market forces and/or the conscience of the fast food chain's owners. For example, there is no reason to lament the loss of Burger King's enormous omelet sandwich, Taco Bell's Bell Beefer, or Jack in the Box's Salmonella Salmon Slammer. But the Choco Taco is somewhat different. Like McDonald's pizza, it is an example of a formerly niche ethnic food that has achieved worldwide success due to sheer desirability. The pizza was once a delicacy enjoyed only by Neapolitans, but now pizzas can be found in locations as far and wide as your hometown Little Caesars or even your hometown Domino's. Similarly, though not usually available in chocolate variety, there is nary a person on earth who has not at least sampled the pleasures of a Mexican-inspired taco-lot. At least in North America, the Choco Taco is largely seen as a fast food treat, and though not as popular or important to history, it shares another similarity with McDonald's pizza. Both of them have been removed from production under mysterious circumstances. Let us examine the official explanation offered by the Twitter account of the Unilever brand Klondike. In a rare break from posting suspiciously youth-centric memes about ice cream sandwiches, the elderly marketing executive in charge of this social media account offered the following in response to outcry from a customer. Quote, "We are sorry for disappointing you. We've had to make some tough decisions in response to unprecedented demand we've seen over the past few years. A necessary but unfortunate part of this process is that we sometimes must discontinue products, even the Choco Taco." Unquote. If I am reading this correctly, and as someone who attended high school almost to completion, I think that I am, Unilever supposedly discontinued the Choco Taco because there was too much demand for it. This clearly makes very little sense. That would be like Apple, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts, removing my extremely popular program and only offering shows no one would want to listen to, such as Under the Skin with Russell Brand. I thought it was ludicrous for McDonald's to claim they stopped serving pizza because it took too long to make. And of course, it very much is. But this explanation is almost on an equal level of ludicrousness. So, what could the true reason possibly be? Well, I have not had a chance to consult with my legal team as to what I should and should not say about my own thoughts. They have decided to metaphorically cool down our correspondences pending a certain matter about an unpaid bill. But without naming names, I believe that the discontinuation of the Choco Taco may have something to do with the insatiable lusts of the CEO of Unilever, whose name I will not mention, but is easily Google.comable. As many are aware, we are currently in the midst of a global heat wave, which scientists say is just a preview of worse heat waves to come. Whether or not this is true is not my area of expertise. I will leave that debate to play itself out between those with terminal degrees in climatology and those who have repeatedly shot themselves while cleaning their guns. But it does not seem like a coincidence that as soon as the temperature started to rise, a huge number of popular cold treats were cut off from public consumption. Again, I will not open myself up to legal liability by making any specific claims, but I believe it is quite likely that the CEO of Unilever is abusing his power to direct delivery of Choco Tacos directly to a secure location controlled by him, where he may consume one whenever he feels a bit too warm. As evidence, I suggest Google.com image searching this gentleman's unnamed name and observing that the first photograph is one of him clearly uncomfortable enough to roll up his sleeves. Whatever the reason, I am not optimistic about the prospects of the Choco Taco's return. Personally, this is of no great consequence to me. I do not consume ice cream, as I am watching my figure. But I understand that millions of people are quite upset over the matter, and thanks to my never having been officially diagnosed as a sociopath, I empathize with them. But I simply do not have the time, much less the interest, in pursuing this matter myself, as I am very busy with my investigation into McDonald's pizza. In fact, I am just about to order a set of fake mustaches. But before I do, I thought I might do a small public service by inquiring with the Unilever Corporation as to the status of the Choco Taco's discontinuation, and possibly receive some suggestions for alternative desserts. However, as I am sure food companies share information about potential enemies, I once again had to preemptively circumvent any voice recognition technology by utilizing the journalist's art of disguise. This time, as a person who is very much interested in ice cream.
Thank you for calling Unilever. Calling Unilever.
Hello, my name is Ted Cream, and I was just calling because I live down in Houston, and I was just reading in the Houston Democrat Herald Examiner that y'all were discontinuing the Choco Taco. And I gotta say, I like going to the Taco Bell and getting a Choco Taco to wash down my hot meal and sort of beat the heat. So I was just wondering, is this true? Y'all are discontinuing the Choco Taco?
So, if I'm understanding you correctly, you're calling because of the Choco Taco discontinuation?
That is correct. I was just calling to make sure that that is a true story. I read it in the Democrat Herald Examiner, but honestly, I don't really trust them. Sometimes they publish fake news.
So, yes, that is correct. It is being discontinued.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Well, do y'all have any other cool treats with like a south of the border flavor that they might be selling at Taco Bell?
So I did have to say that as far as that goes, it has been discontinued in both the 1 count and the 4-pack sizes. So it has been completely discontinued.
Oh my goodness. I didn't even know y'all sold it in a
mostly because
4-pack. I just only got one at a time from the Taco Bell.
We do still have the rest. We hope that we do still have other treats. We have, the Klondike cone shake sandwiches and our signature bar, but nothing else that is, as far as I know, like a south of the border kind of treat.
So they probably wouldn't sell that at Taco Bell. They only sell like sort of Mexican fare, like a Mexican pizza and like a Cinnabon donut nugget. Well, I do hate to hear that. Just one more question. You said you're discontinuing it, but there's still some stock left. So if I traveled around to different Taco Bells, do you think maybe I could stock up and put them in the freezer or something like that?
I mean, yes, if you can still find them, yeah, by all means.
Okay. And what's the expiration date on a Choco Taco?
It does vary depending on when you buy the pack, so you would have to check the box when you get them.
Okay, I will just check the box, and I will try to resist the urge to wash down my meals with every single one of them. You know what I mean? Well, okay. Well, I enjoyed our conversation. Thank you very much for your help.
You're welcome. You have a wonderful day.
Thank you. You too.
And now, a word from our sponsor. I scream, you scream. We all scream when an inferior razor rips our hairs out from the roots due to its easily dulled blades. The only screams you will scream from a shave with a Harry's razor are screams of delight. Harry's razors. If you don't like them, you can throw them in the trash. Do you know what happened to pizza at McDonald's? Do you remember it? Please send all correspondence to pizza@mcdonalds@gmail.com. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram at pizza@McD's, and purchase my best-selling book, How to Be an Investigative Journalist, at howtobeaninvestigativejournalist.com. To support the show, please visit my Patreon at patreon.com/pizza@McD's for exclusive podcasts and other benefits. Thank you to my invaluable Patreon producers, Isabella Zeliskowski, Joe Kajik, Kimberly King, Kyle Turok, Pam Gabriel, Will, Andrew Duffy, Billy Jean, Brad Allen Thompson, Felix Dooley, Jay Poop, Calvin Thomas, Kat Resney, Laurel Paul, Mel, Opus Mareshi, Ridian Mistelli, Ryan Guggenmoss, Sage W., Andrew Ahmed Johnson Rubin, Mitchell Kordick, and Marshall Deere. I'm Brian Thompson, investigative journalist.